Assalamu alaikum students and a very good morning to all of you. How are you all? Hope all of you are doing well. Kids, welcome to the class again. Here I am again your social studies teacher and my name is Nida Sahar. So kids, are you excited to start a new chapter? Yes, today we are going to start our new chapter, that is communication and transport. In this lecture, I am going to discuss the one part of this chapter, that is communication. The main points which we are going to discuss are what is meant by communication, different means of communication. We are going to discuss them one by one, like post offices, radio, newspapers, telephones, television, and email. So kids, let's get started. So first of all, what does communication mean? Kids, do you know what is meant by communication? Communication means ways of keeping in touch with someone else. Communication is the process of passing information and understanding from one person to another. It is a process of transmitting and sharing ideas, opinions, facts, values from one person to another. There are four main types of communication we use on daily basis: verbal, non-verbal, written, and visual communication. We can communicate by speaking, that is verbal communication, writing, that is written communication, written form of communication, by making signs, that is non-verbal communication, and by watching something, that is visual communication. The written word is the best form of communication. Whenever we communicate, whatever is the mean of communication, whatever is the source of communication, it can be a book, it can be a newspaper, it can be a television, internet. Whenever we communicate, we get some sort of information. And what is information? Information is a knowledge about an issue, problem, event, process, or subject. We can read, listen, and watch different things to get information. So, here, what is communication? Communication is a process where we share our feelings, thoughts, experience, ideas, and suggestions. As I have discussed earlier, the communication is simply the act of transferring information from one place, person, or group to another. So there are different means of communication through which we can pass, transfer our knowledge, information, or any news from one person to another. The means of communication include post offices, radio, newspapers, books, telephones, computers, television, and email. We are going to discuss these means of communication one by one. So kids, first I am going to discuss about the post offices. And I'm sure you all are aware of what post offices are. Post offices provide us with a service through which we can write letters to our relatives who are out of our range. The post offices hire postmen and postvans to deliver the letters of people. We can even send money and parcels to our dearest ones at very low cost. To an ordinary person, the postal system is the most important means of communication. for a nominal charge or economical charge means at very low cost, a letter can be sent to any part of the world. Newspapers, magazines, books, and parcels can also be sent by post. You can even send money by sending a money order within the country. Mail within the country is carried by vans, buses, trains, and airplanes. Letters to the foreign countries are sent by air. There are thousands of post offices all over the country. There are also other courier services which also deliver documents and parcels. If you have ordered something online, you must know about the courier services. Here are the list of some delivery services or courier services which are working in Pakistan. Some of them are TCS, Leopards, Foreign, FedEx, DHL, Stallion, Skynet, and many others. So kids, here comes radio. Radio is also an important means of communication. We can listen to music, news, speeches, and commentaries on the radio. Radio plays a key role in socializing and helps people find happiness by playing music and talking about interesting topics. Radios provide high quality entertainment that is free of charge and fulfilling to the listeners. So we can listen to music, dramas, news, speeches, and commentaries on games on the radio. We can get to know about news events as they happen. There are radio stations all over the country. Programs in different languages like English, Urdu, and other regional languages which are spoken in Pakistan are broadcast by Pakistan Broadcasting Corporation and by other independent radio channels. So kids, radio is the most accessible means of communication for every person in the country, whether a person is living in a city or a village. Many people in our village cannot read and write. So radio helps them to learn about their country and whatever is happening all over the world. So here comes a newspaper. Newspapers are also an important means of communication. Newspaper is a form of printed media. It is the powerful mode of mass communication. A newspaper is a periodical publication which is usually issued on daily or weekly basis. It contains news, articles, features, advertisements, and other information of public interest. Before the internet presence, newspapers are seen as one of the most important means of communication in our society. Newspapers supply us with various information regarding business news, political news, sports news, daily news, entertainment, and so on. They inform us of what are going on around our lives and neighborhood. Pakistani newspapers are published in Urdu, English, Punjabi, Sindhi, Gujarati, and other local languages. Some are published every day and some others come out weekly. We also have a number of magazines. Some come out every week and others are printed fortnightly or monthly. Many magazines and newspapers make some or all of their articles available online. The online content can be updated throughout the day. So, kids, can you name some of the famous newspapers which are published in Pakistan? I'm sure you can. Here are some of the famous newspapers which are published in Pakistan. They include Nawai Waqt, Express Tribune, Daily Times, Dawn, The News, Kavish, Jung, Express Roznama, and there are many others. So, kids, can you tell me how books are an important means of communication? Books are an important means of mass communication. Even today, books play an important role in mass communication, the sending and exchange of information on a wide scale. Books take a long time to produce, provide in depth information on a topic, and are written by professionals. They expand your knowledge. For example, if I talk about your course books, they have all the necessary information and knowledge of that particular subject. So, books expand your knowledge. All kinds of books help you to know about the world. There are different kinds of books like your course books, general knowledge books, action and adventure, classics, history, fiction, literature, all kinds of books. They help you to know about the world. So, books are an important means of mass communication. So, kids, here comes another important means of communication, that is telephone. As you all know that millions of calls are made every day. These calls are made through telephone. A telephone is a telecommunication device that permits two or more users to conduct a conversation when they are too far apart to be heard directly. You can call a person to any place in the country or all over the world. From Pakistan, you can make a telephone call to any country in the world. With the advances in technology, cellular and mobile phones have become common. Cellular phones are popular within users because they can be carried easily anywhere. As they are wireless phones, so they can be carried easily. You can put them into your bags, you can put them into your purse, you can put them into your pockets. So these cellular phones and mobile phones can be carried easily anywhere. They have many interesting features, like you can listen music on them, you can play games. They can also be used to send text messages. Mobile or a cellular phone looks like this. With a further advancement in technology, smartphones have become common these days. They can be used to connect to the internet, send emails, voice messages, and to take photographs. In these smartphones, there are many different features and applications by which, with one tap, you can connect to a person in anywhere in the world. So, kids, do you know who invented the first telephone? Alexander Graham Bell was a Scottish-born scientist, inventor, engineer, and innovator who invented the first practical telephone. Here is the picture of Alexander Graham Bell, who invented the first telephone. So kids, as I discussed earlier, that as technology advances, new models of computers and cell phones are being developed. Computers are now small and compact. They are known as laptops. A laptop is a small portable personal computer having a thin LCD or LED computer screen mounted on the inside of the upper lid and a keyboard on the inside of the lower lid. Laptops can be used without being plugged in. Even smaller computers that fit in your hand are called tablets, as you can see in both of these pictures, and I'm sure you all are much aware of laptops and tablets. So kids, now I am going to talk about television. Television is also an important means of mass communication. It is used for entertainment, for education, and news programs. Sitting in your home, you can watch television programs from all over the world through artificial satellites and cable network. There are many programs on television like news, sports, weather forecast, dramas, educational programs. Anything you want to watch as per your interest, you can watch it easily on television from all over the world. That's how an old television looked like. But now these old TVs are replaced by these LEDs, LCDs or smart TVs. So kids, now I am going to discuss another important means of communication, that is email. Email is the most modern and the quickest means of communication these days. It is the system of sending messages by electronic means from one computer user to one or more users through a satellite network. Using a web-connected computer, one can easily check one's email from anywhere. Because it is very economical and accessible, email has become increasingly popular these days. Emails are delivered extremely fast when compared to traditional post. Emails can be sent 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Emails can be sent to one person or several people. Okay kids, now we are done with the first part of our chapter, that is communication. Now you are going to read the chapter thoroughly from page 82 till page 84, and you are going to underline the main points. And I'm sure after watching this video and after reading the chapter thoroughly, you would be able to tell what is meant by communication, what are different means of communication, what are advantages of email, how newspapers and books are helpful in communication, who invented the first telephone. So kids, that is all for the today's lecture. In the next class, I am going to discuss the second part of the chapter, that is transport. So kids, I am going to see you in the next class. Till then, stay home, stay safe, study hard. Allah Hafiz and take care. And keep smiling.